really looks like to embody a healer who is doing 5D healing. I just got back from Tulum, Mexico, and hosting the most amazing embody retreat. And I want to share with you what the embodiment looks like as a healer who is embodying 5D healing, and what this also looked like for the women and healers that attended our retreat in Mexico. I have got my notes pulled up because, you know, Gemini vibes, I can talk forever, so I want to try to stay on track. But if you are here live with me, drop in and say hi. And as anything resonates, let me know, and we definitely have a conversation around this. But again, we're cozy vibes. We are very much an integration for myself coming home from Tulum. And what's amazing is that one, this, like, when you are embodying a healer who is doing 5D healing, but not just doing it, integrating in your day-to-day life, this is no longer about grounding and putting your feet in the grass. This is no longer about meditating your way there. This is no longer about sitting with your coffee or your tea first thing in the morning. My hands are vibrating, you guys. This is no longer about sitting in the morning with your coffee or your tea and grabbing your journaling and journaling as if it's already happening, it exists, it's here and now. It's not about that. Though it is about that. I love that shit. I do that too. This is about you actually stepping into your soul essence. This is about you actually coming home to you. This is about actually remembering who the F you are and deciding that you're gonna go. You are gonna be the person, you're going to be the healer, you're gonna come home to your soul essence, and you're going to move. And you're going to move without evidence. We have this beautiful divine masculine and feminine energy for a reason, and we get to use both. And this experience really required me, not at the retreat, that actually was really easy. But like leading up to it, in the 5 months of planning and the behind the scenes work that I was doing on me that I'd never even talked about publicly, this was about me holding steady in the 5D, even when the challenges came up, even when I wanted to contract, even when I wanted to lean out, even when I was like, oh my God, we've had this conversation again, when I'm talking to myself or with my spirit team or with my mentor, and I'm like, but we need to have this conversation again because I need to remember and I need to come home. And it's about me like, oh, the 3D is sinking in. The 3D is like coming into this current reality, but actually you are a healer that plays in the 5D plus frequencies. You are a healer that is so connected, and you understand that energy is everything and everything is energy. So why would we even entertain the 3D? Like, why does that even matter? And it's like, but you go bigger, you go first. And I couldn't meditate my way to selling out the retreat, though I sat in visualization in various ways of selling it out and who was going to be there. Not necessarily who specifically, but like the women that were meant to come, who were going to actually be there, and what the itinerary was going to be, but allowing it to have flow, what the tiny little details, oh, it just makes me so emotional. What the tiny little details were, I would sit and visualize the late night laughter and chats in the pool and being at the beach, and just like, and it all happened. And it happened for 2 reasons. One, and the one big reason. One, because I already knew it was going to happen. Like, in my mind, it was already done. Thank you, Michelle. And 2, it was because I chose to move. I have been asked to host retreats for 10 years, My husband's in the Air Force. My kids were really little. Like the timing wasn't great. And when I came back from Tulim in January as someone that was at a retreat, I was like, this is the place. The time is now. But here's why it actually happened. Because I chose to be in the embodiment of the healer who operates in the 5D frequencies. And I want to share with you a couple different things that happened as well, like at the retreat. And I'm not going to share all the details all at once because I'll be here for hours. And honestly, like this has been an integration week for me as well. Like it's Wednesday. I can't believe it's Wednesday. I feel like my heart and soul is still in Tulum and my physical body is here in San Antonio, Texas, and I'm mom and I'm military wife and I'm doing things like ordering groceries, and I'm like, oh my God, you can't be serious right now. I can't be fucking bothered. I don't want to, but I'm doing it, right? And it's like letting this integrate into bringing home with me everything that I learned as someone that's facilitating a retreat, and also their experience that they had embodying their soul essence. None of them are the same. None of them are the same. Every single day. There were moments where I sat back and I just like would smile because I knew even throughout the day that they were different. Something shifted. And Friday night, I was like, we've barely even started. I was just laying in bed before like falling asleep after such a powerful like ceremony and conversations and etc. And I was like, oh, we haven't even barely gotten started and the changes are already occurring. Like, wow, so amazing. But there were challenges that came up, and I want to share with you, like, it took holding steady in the 5D to be able to be the woman and the healer that could navigate them with ease without anyone even knowing that anything was going on. And this is like really a moment where you are in your power, where it's like all the work, all the healing work, all the tapping into the energy and the essence of your soul essence, coming home to your embodiment, not through more meditating, not by putting my feet in the grass, not by journaling my way there, though those things are things that I do, like I said. However, more about standing in who I am, but not who I am now, who I'm meant to be, who I know I'm becoming, and making decisions from her energy. And so even from like, I like to be at the airport like stupid early. I would rather sit there than have to rush. I don't like to rush through the airport. So I just like claim that I don't have to, though I probably could have done a better job of claiming that in Monterrey, Mexico. I almost said California. I meant Mexico, but I was sitting in the San Antonio airport and our flight was delayed 10 minutes. And I was like, okay, well, now I have like 45 minutes to get off the plane. And Dallas airport I don't like that airport. And I'm like, okay, but it's fine. Like it's all working out. And then we were 40 minutes delayed. And I went up to the desk and I was like, in case I miss my next flight, after our connection, what are my options? And she's like, well, where are you going? And I was like, Tulum. And she's like, well, we can send you out tomorrow. And I was like, no, thank you. And I walked away. And I did have a human moment, but I walked away and I was like, no, I don't think so. This is not where the 3D wins. And when you're operating from different energy and frequencies, when you are playing in 5D plus frequencies, when you are entering in the frequency of the quantum field, we're not even playing with the 3D reality anymore. It's like, that doesn't even matter, right? And so I just decided in that moment, I wasn't even going to say anything to my driver and concierge. Like they were tracking the flights anyway, but I wasn't even going to say anything to them. I was like, it's good. Everything's good. And I was like, actually, I'm going to get to Dallas and I'm so excited that they actually waited for me. They waited for me. Like, that's crazy. That's queen energy. Excuse me while I just own this, while they are not even boarding the flight yet, just knowing that I'm coming. Right. And so it was that kind of energy and play that I was in. And I was like, it's already done. I'm actually even going to have time for lunch. It's all going to be good. And I'm going to have a breeze getting through the airport. This is the easiest I've ever gotten through the Dallas airport. This was, if you've ever been through the Dallas airport, like it's massive. You have to take a tram most of the time. And yeah, it's like a whole thing. So I was like, this was easy. It was fun. I even had like a place to like hang on to in the tram. And I got there and I think it was Chili's. I had Chili's on my way to the terminal. And then we had a whole ass hour before we got on the flight. And I was like, just smiling, walking around, just like moving my body and energy. And I was like, okay, but no, this is where I rise. Right. And it was a decision of not panic. My mind, my 3D almost threw me into that. And I was like, no. And so, yeah, I got to Tulim an hour later, but it was no big deal. It was totally fine. And then when we had some challenges come up at during the retreat. So I'll tell you two stories. One, there was a whole blackout. I don't know what they call them. It's not like I'm having a hard time remembering what it's actually called. A zone. It was a zone-wide blackout. When I say blackout, no AC, no electricity, no Wi-Fi, no data. It's over 100 degrees with like 1,000% humidity because jungle. And girl, you checked yourself before you wrecked yourself. I so did. I was like, actually, we don't even play in the same realm, okay? And so over 100, so yeah, no electricity, no AC, no Wi-Fi, no data. Over 100 degrees, like however percentage of humidity, because we are literally outside. Tulim is a jungle, like it's jungle and beach. So super hot. In the summer is fine, like whatever. And then what else? Yeah, so that was the day that all the women were coming in. They were flying in. And I had no way to access them. I had no way to fully connect and support to them. And there was nothing I could do about it. There was nothing I could actually do about the blackout in the zone. So I was like, okay. And I remembered a moment where someone that I know, actually my mentor, had spent like a month or two in Tulim. And I remember her talking about a zone blackout as well. And it's common. It's super common in Tulim. Like I already knew that. I wasn't expecting it being the day that I was supporting him, but I'm so glad it was that day, right? And so I was like, okay, I think like I can find pockets. So I just kind of walked around the villa, like this 4-story villa. 2 of them are inside, and then the 3rd floor was like an outside sitting area, and then the 4th floor was separated by 2. One was a bird's nest, and the other side was like, you guys might have seen my stories, or I actually put some of it in a reel yesterday, so go check that out too. But like, it was like tanning beds, a pool with a tree kind of overhanging it, and some swings. Such a vibe. So that was the 4th floor. And so I was just like going like from floor to floor just to see where I could find little spots. And then I was like, okay, now I know like I have a moment, so I can like check in with, like I checked in with concierge, let them know that, you know, no power. They were like 15, 20 minutes. This was at like 9:30 in the morning. And I was like, okay, great. No problem. It's fine. And then I was like, I think I'm going to walk down to the cute little place that's around the corner. It was like a 5-minute walk. I was like, no big deal. And then I could not get the data to connect, and I knew I was in a safe area, but I didn't feel comfortable walking without connection to data, and I didn't want to get lost. I'm sure it would have been fine, but I was like, I have zero sense of direction. So I was like, no, thank you. So intuitively, the night before, I ordered an acai bowl. And so I had that for breakfast. And for lunch, I had cold rice. It was fine. And I don't even know if I told them that. It was totally fine. And I checked in with the drivers. They're like, yep, we got you. One of our girls missed her flight in Miami. She was able to get in Cancun and same day. And the driver was like, yep, we're rerouting to go pick her up there. You're good. We're good. We've got connection with her. I was like, great. I literally just went like this. I checked in when I could check in. I fully trusted concierge had us. Our drivers had us. They were supporting them, and that everybody was fully supported, and I leaned back. I swam in both pools. I took a long shower. I did some B-roll, like some video content in various areas of the villa, and I smudged the house with some fun music, because music is always a vibe, and I took a nap, and I'm not a napper, and I just trusted everybody was there. Everybody arrived very close at the same time, and we were, concierge also with our chef, they also moved back our like late lunch, like afternoon snack vibe, and so we did that, and we pushed dinner back a little bit, and everything was fine. It was totally fine. Why? Because I decided. Why? Because there are times when we're like, see, when I was all the way up in the air, I could have been like, I'm freaking out. I need to go ground myself. Instead, I looked out the window and I just decided. I looked out that window. I like a window seat. So like, tell me what kind of seat that you like in a plane. I'm a window seat girly. I don't care who's next to me. Doesn't matter. I like the window seat. I like to look out and like, wow, we're in the sky. This is crazy. Life is so cool. But anyway, so I just looked out the window and so much gratitude, like tears in my eyes, gratitude, and decided they're waiting for me. Wow. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. And I'm so excited, and I'm already in Tulim today, and like it's already working out and everything's good. I couldn't put my feet in the ground. I don't even know how many thousands of feet we were in the air when we're like when we're in a plane. I have no idea. But like, I just decided. And then at that point I did feel called to pull out my journal. So I went ahead and I journaled it too, but I didn't have to, because I was already decided. But my intuition was like, yeah, grab your journal. And I happened to have it like right next to my feet, so I did. This is where, yes, you simply decided 3D doesn't have to win. No, it doesn't have to win. Where in your life are you deciding you're not the healer that is playing in 5D frequencies? Where are you deciding that you are not one with the quantum field, and you are literally, the likelihood of you being here is like 400 trillion to 1? What? And your soul was like, this, I'm gonna go do planet Earth. Let's go. And you're like, but my flight's delayed. But there's a blackout and I can't be in connection. And it's like, no, but you're always in connection with you. You're always in connection with the quantum field. And this is where you win. This is where you rise. And so same thing with the day of the blackout, which was the day that everybody arrived. I'm pretty sure I did not grab my journal. I did not grab my journal, but when I was in the pool, I was like, I just heard so loud and clear, there's nothing for you to do, just be. And I was like, okay, me in a rooftop pool overlooking the jungle, I'm in, let's do it. And so it's like you get yourself to where you are and you forget how powerful you are sometimes. And I want to remind you of your power. And so embodiment is no longer just about meditating. It's not just about journaling to your future self. It's not just about putting your feet in the grass and grounding into the present moment, though we love those things. Embodiment is not just dressing in a certain way or talking in a certain way, but it is like fully anchoring yourself into 5D. And look, we're gonna do this thing, right? Because human. That's part of the human experience. We're gonna sometimes do this thing, but like we want to get more like where we're up here, right? And so when you are anchoring into the 5D and you're anchoring into the energy of the quantum field, this is you coming home to your soul essence. This is you remembering. And I want to share with you before we hop off, like I want to share with you a moment that I absolutely was obsessed with. Embodiment is boldly upgrading. Yeah. Oh, bodily upgrading. Yeah. Boldly upgrading too, but bodily upgrading. Yeah. It is like how you carry yourself. It is, but it's not even that. It's deciding. It's making decisions in alignment. Like, how many times are you like, I want to do that thing, but I'm scared. I want to speak on stage, but I'm afraid to ask, or I'm afraid to put myself out there and position myself as the one that speaks on stage. I want to write books, but I'm afraid of what people will say. And it's like, I want to host a retreat, but am I even capable of doing it, right? And I want to tell you that because it's a desire of your heart, that is your soul being like, hello, is this thing on? How many times are you going to tell me no? It's you moving. That's embodiment. That is embodiment. It's everything that you have done, all the healing you've done up until now. You're going to continue to heal, right? We're going to continue to evolve. That's part of the process. And also, it's you moving. It's you deciding and going. And I said this on I think a podcast, Sacred Whisper, maybe episode 98. I'm not 100% sure which one it was, but I said something along the lines of, when you feel the fear and leap anyway, the woman and the healer that you are meant to become is going to catch you when you land. Period. So I want to share with you one of the moments, Move by Ludacris, yeah. I want to share with you about one of the moments that I saw that was like, I'm like, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. So the women that came, and this will be always when I host a retreat, they didn't know the full itinerary, and that's intentional. The itinerary actually shifted when we got there, but also like it was just like, what is on my shirt? I'm just seeing like through the words. I'm like, what is that? I don't know. We've got stuff on our shirt. It's fine. Anyway, squirrel. So that was intentional. I didn't want everybody to know what exactly we were doing. They knew we were having a photo shoot. They're going to get their hair and makeup done. And I supported them in, because it's an embodiment photo shoot, is going to be amazing for content, also for seeing themselves as who they are. Not who they have been, but who they are. So we did vision boards, we did music, we did picking out those outfits, all the things. Like I tied all the things behind the scenes with them. And I even brought in our photographer to be able to support us with that. I got my hair and makeup done first, and every single one of them, after they got it done, I was like this. It still made me cry. It made me cry. Hold it together, because I was like, oh my God, you are not the same. So that morning we had a deep conversation about embodying their soul essence. And there was a lot of fear about coming through in the camera. And it's not just about the photo shoot. It's about being captured. It's about being witnessed. It's about coming together in sisterhood. It's about really seeing you for you. And it's like by a photographer that you've never met before, by women they've maybe met online but never connected with in person, or maybe not even met, right? It's about being in an environment that you're not used to, and now you're being asked to fully express who you are versus who you have been. And I remember this moment of watching Cindy come out of her room. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. And witnessing what had happened that morning, and then seeing her with her hair and makeup done, in her first outfit, and she just came out, and I was like, ma'am, oh my God, who's this? Yes, there you are. There you are. And she just owned that camera. And even when I was doing B-roll for her, like taking video for her, I was like, whoa. And then Christiane, watching her, I didn't catch, because I was kind of bebopping in different areas, I didn't catch her full hair and makeup being done. I have a video of her like, wow, afterwards. And there was a moment when I was like hanging out with Felina, checking in on like Cindy, seeing if there was anything that they needed, and then coming back. And I remember walking outside next to our downstairs pool and seeing Christiane with the way that the light was hitting her face. And I was like, stop. What? That's it. You are doing it. This is you. And then Felina, she was like makeup like hers because bam, and she wanted her hair big, and she was like not afraid to use her voice to say exactly what she wanted, which is amazing, and that's part of this, right? And watching her take some of her skills that she learned when she was younger, but also stepping into her soul essence with the way she had her crystal, like she looked like a literal angel. And I was like, oh. That night at dinner, watching each of them move, none of them were the same. None of them were the same. And this is what I mean when I say this is you stepping into you. Now, photo shoots are fucking amazing for this. Don't get me wrong, but that's not the only way to get there. It's through deciding. Like, you know, you decide to do something that your soul is calling to you, even when it's outside of your comfort zone, and you do it and you move. And it's choosing no plan B. Like, we can pivot and shift along the way, right? But choosing no plan B. And choosing embodiment over fear. We don't bypass, right? We definitely want to check in and be like, okay, what's this fear? What's coming up? Why am I feeling like this? Like all the questions. Like my favorite question is like, what is this actually about? Because at this point, you've already done all the work. Like you already know how to do all that work. Like you likely know where it's coming from, right? And we don't want to dismiss that, but it's like, okay, I know where it's coming from, but what is this actually about? Or what are you trying to tell me? And then move forward when that fear comes up. But the amount of fear and the contraction that I had over the last 5 months, I'm like, no, I said, I'm doing this. I'm not backing out. Like there is no aborting mission now. Like we're going forward. And that's okay. You get to feel those feelings. You get to have that human experience, and you get to go anyway and blow your own mind. Blow your own mind. Do the thing that scares the shit out of your human mind, but your soul is begging you to do, because you are here operating in the 5D plus frequency. You are here operating in the energy of the quantum field, as one with the quantum field. Like, why would you not? You are so much more powerful than you can even imagine, and you have even played in yet. And I want to tell you, go bigger. Go bigger. You're already doing healing sessions. You're already creating, you already have people coming into your offers. You probably already have like a podcast, right? Or if not, you've thought about it. What is stopping you? Like, and now you're thinking bigger. You're like stages, books, retreats. Not just a retreat. I thought about hosting a retreat in the US, and the experience is like, one day maybe I will. I'm obsessed with Tulim. I'm going to like, yes. I just want to be there so much more than I have been. And it's like, you can go bigger. Those dreams are in your heart for a reason. Your soul is tapping you for a reason. Write the book or the books. Host the retreats. Speak on stages. Get your voice, your words, your mission out there. channel your soul codes into a program that changes the world and leaves your legacy. It's not even about leaving your legacy, it's about changing the world. Like, you can go bigger. And so do it. Go do it. When you want to embody the quantum levels, when you want to embody the healer who is changing the world, that's you. It's you at your soul essence. It's no longer messing around with all this 3D stuff. It's not entertaining it and letting it win anymore. We want to honor it. No spiritual bypassing. We don't spiritual bypass, right? It's this. It's remembering who you are and moving anyway. If you want to go, keep thinking about it and take little steps as you go. Yes, exactly. Like hosting our Embody retreat, it was a decision. I was like, I am going to do this thing, right? I had never hosted a retreat. I've been to several retreats and I was like, yes. And I knew what I wanted to add it. And then, intuitively I added in my own as it came through and shifted things as we went, even up to the last week. I started putting it out there. And after the first person purchased, I booked our villa. I started talking to concierge about meals, about drivers, about beaches. I pivoted when we were there. That'll be a conversation for another day, but it's not more of the same. More of the same has gotten you to where you are, and that's amazing, and we love all that. Keep doing the meditations, the journaling, the reading your cards, the talking to your spirit team, the vibing with your crystals. Do all of that stuff and move. Trust your intuition. One thing that will feel good to have done and is possible to do, and leap. Go. And blow your own damn mind, because I promise you, I can feel this in my heart. From my heart to yours, I promise you, you can go bigger, you can play bigger. Your soul is begging you to play bigger than you have been. So let me know how this resonated. Come into my DMs and tell me. I'm so excited to hear from you. I hope this inspired you and lifted you up and encourages you to step into your soul essence. If you have the most amazing day, and I will talk to you soon.